Comrades, this is Charlie Pickett from the Department of Connecticut here at the School of Instruction 24 for our block of instruction on the brand new redesigned VFWCT.org website. So let's get to it. So now before we start the tour, let us just remember websites have many purposes. And I'm bringing this up because sometimes we forget some of the baseline things, including sharing information, facilitating transaction. Think of, buying stuff at the store like Amazon. And serving as a tool for businesses, surveys, stuff like that. Right? So those are three of the main purposes of a website. So the Department of Connecticut has used the widely used VFW website solution for a number of years. Lots of departments, actually pretty much all departments, no, except for a few select like Texas, have used the website solution departments and many of the posts in this room. So you'll see here, you got a bunch of links that go to national. Some things that are, common or for Connecticut, but there's a lot of boilerplate stuff here. This is a viable option if you do not have the resources, the expertise, or the money to be able to roll your own website. So I think it's about, so here we are, the VFW website solution. I think it's about $300 a year. Great for posts that, don't have that expertise. However, at the VFW Department of Connecticut has outgrown the service and largely has been actually pushed into that because of the 102% membership. We have to figure out better ways to market to our untapped audience and veterans that how do we recruit veterans beyond our walls? So this is just one way. There's a number of factors. We're going in a different direction with the website. Simplify that messaging, not so much template, not so much volume, but very like focused, hyper-focused stuff, Connecticut photos, Connecticut stuff, and increase the audience, the value for the audience, and we'll go into that. Speak about the audience. Let's go into the three identified audiences for this website that we designed it. So the first one is under the About tab, and it's for interested visitors, what we call interested visitors. How to join. Join the VFW. First link, contact information, how to contact us, including the all-important state service officer page. Right, this is the contact information with a little blurb about being free of charge and all that stuff. And programs. People may be interested. Well, what are these programs and stuff like that? All right. Now these links go to the national website, but so did the VFW website solution. The national website keeps plenty of information about troop support and youth and education programs. We just give a little bit here and then send them off to there if they want to find out. That is, so the About links is largely for people who are interested visitors, stakeholders, what is the VFW type thing. That's what that's for. The second link, the events link, is for comrades who are looking for something to do, meaning either our state events or, and this is new, talk about added value, a calendar. So we've introduced, and we'll see how it goes, a statewide calendar so we can cross-promote our events. So you can see right here's our School of Instructions for today. You can see the District 1 picnic, stuff like that. Here's something for Wallingford. It is. We look forward to posts sending us their events, and we'll post them for you on the calendar. If it gets too popular and works great, then we will look into investing in a plugin that you can submit your own events. So if you're like Rocky Hill and you have weekly steak night, there is no shame in putting that in every week. I will say that horizontal is probably better for that. All right, so that's two of the audiences. The third one, and the one largely in this audience, is administrative or leadership. So let's go straight to the all-important administration dashboard. Now, I think this is blown up enough. Let me zoom it up just a little bit more. Zoom in. This, and we're going to go into the individual, what they mean. You recognize these: audits, inspection, bylaws, administration. This is the all-state program. We will go into what Hugh Hoyt, the Commander Special Project to Home, and What are these events all about? That's another block of instruction. However, leaders, comrade commanders, adjutants, quartermasters, when you send your audit reports to Rocky Hill, will be conveyed. Instead of the old paper form that was a PDF and an Excel spreadsheet that was posted once a month, when this gets updated, and it's updated on a regular basis, you can see it's in real time. So when it gets updated and the date put on there, it's within 10 seconds. It's updated. It's not a month later. It shows up immediately. It is nothing more than a free Google spreadsheet that's shared. That's edited by 3 people, but you continue to submit your administrative stuff to Rocky Hill. One addition here on this dashboard is the IRS tax exempt organizational search. You'll see that ICP right there. The last time I updated it, there's a lot of red here, and that's why there's a lot of orange. And that's why there are a lot of administrative categories in this year's All-State program. But that's for a different block of instruction. So, back to the website. So that was where the dashboard is, the all-important dashboard. Next is the department info. This is basically a page where I dump all the publications. Meeting schedules. So you just saw meeting schedules in this dashboard. Oh, speaking of which, meeting schedule. If you go to the top left here, here's the dashboard. Click on this link here. See right there, top left, top left. District meeting schedules. I had to constantly dig around my email for it last year, including the commander's representative on the right side. So that is a plus. That's good to have. Additionally, publications, membership program. That's what we're going about today. Department bylaws, the SOP manual, which is in progress. Forms, including this beta. So we're doing this beta. So adjutants, you might notice that these correspond with the All-State program and the things you got to send up. That's a different block of what each one actually means. But it's a submission form that you can drop your PDFs here, and away you go. Too easy, making life easier. Another thing that we're working on is a thing called the Adjutant's Corner. I'll show you what this is, Adjutant's Corner. It is a way for our adjutant to blog small pieces of information out. There has been a large conversation over the overuse of email and clogging email and being labeled a spammer. So we're going to just avoid that. There's been a policy where there's discussions where less email, but more important email, is the way to go. So you'll notice that there's a lot less VFWCT email coming down the pike. However, that also means that when something comes down from department to post leadership, we're now expecting post leadership and district leadership to disseminate that stuff to your comrades. It is, instead of sending out 7,000 emails about a wheelchair, it's going to be around 300 on bigger stuff and more infrequently. So keep that in mind. That's a policy shift that we're working on to actually improve email communications within the department. But before we go, one thing I want to show you is, here are these little things, including the School of Instruction, like photographs from the National Convention. And here's a big block of them. I wonder if Juan's going to be seeing this. So those are some of the things by increased value. If it doesn't work out, we'll just, put it aside. And that is about it. So moving forward, we continue to hope to innovate and increase value in our state property, our digital property, this real estate of VFWCT.org. We hope to keep it simple and not have the entire kitchen sink in there. That's too much. It's too much. Want to keep it simple. Got to make it manageable. Look forward to having discussions on how we can better market ourselves, including especially how to get people to join the VFW. Right? That's very important to do outreach. market ourselves. And lastly, and unfortunately, also realize that while we still have the expertise, the time, and the resources on 3 to 4 years going out in the forward, we may not. And we may be going back to someday, I'm not saying we will, someday going back to the VFW website solution. Remember, it's a viable solution for posts, districts, and departments that don't have that option. So it is a good, it's good for what it is. So that is it. So comrades, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comments, questions, or corrections or improvements. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, Charles Pickett, your senior vice, and hope you have a great Schools of Instruction today.